Now that's how you get a motherfucker's attention.
Sir, you're addressing the board.
I'm not talking to you.
You are.
Okay, you want to? Okay, I'll look you in your eyes when I say it. Okay, Nolan Wells. Black people don't hang themselves from trees after they broke their fucking bones. Okay, we have a major problem. It's not immigrants. It's not black people. It's not indigenous people. It's the white people. Okay, we don't want AI data centers. We're in drought, and we want a future. And young people like me and this guy right here, we don't have a future. Okay, we're telling you what we need, and you don't give a damn. And I'm so sick and tired of you old people not giving a shit about what we're telling you, because we don't have a future. You understand that? I'm looking at you now because you wanted so badly to make romantic eye contact with me. Okay.
Time.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck back with another video. Double salute to everybody. Went to UbuntuApparel.com. And if you're on YouTube, look below. Click one of them shirts. That's how y'all can go to the website, man. And I'm telling y'all, man, thank y'all so much. Double salute to all my monthly subscribers, my monthly listeners. I love all y'all. Now, I've been doing videos about this for a long time, about people who live in a town that'll go to a city commissioners meetings or council meetings or whatever the fuck they have and sit there and pour their hearts out to these people on this board who don't give a damn. You must understand, right? To get a job, you must fit the criteria. You must be an asshole. You must don't care about people. You know, use people, lie to people. You have to be these type of things in order to get a job dealing with politics. No one is coming into politics to help the people. I keep telling people this. There's no good people in politics, man. And these people in a town will come and pour their hearts out to these people. These people look at you like you crazy. And they know exactly what you're talking about. I tell you all the time, if you want to know what's going on, go to a city commissioners meeting. You will see companies that's outside of your city, not from your city. Never went to a school in your city getting money, promising jobs. All you got to do is make sure the right people are paid and they're going to pass it. Y'all saw all these fake ass companies making millions of dollars with just an address. You know what I mean? Just an address. Millions of taxpayers' dollars going to these places. Why? Politics. Someone is getting a cutback from these companies. Y'all got to understand, everything this man is talking to them about, they already motherfucking know. You do not think they don't? You don't think they know? They know. And this is why I say, never go to the government for anything political, as far as a political movement, a refugee movement, or some type of revolution. It's not going to happen. They're not going to fund a revolution. They're not going to spend money or give you money to help overthrow them. That's why I said enough. So what you got to do is, the people have to come together. This is why they divide us through color, through race, through ethnics, finances, status, you name it. We're all fucking divided. Remember, divide and conquer is the real cancer. You're supposed to live in a colony. We're supposed to live together. Their fear of us coming together, right, is what makes them push these agendas on us. Remember, this shit is broke down from the president to the governor to the motherfucking mayor, all the way down to the city commissioners. These are layers for a reason, bro. Why do we need these people to govern us? This land was put here by the Most High, or God, however you want to put it, not these motherfuckers. I keep telling y'all, war has to be fought. These people will take, see, when I talk about shit like your social security number, right? Birth certificates, straw mans, what's the difference between maritime law and the law of the land? Like, these are two different worlds, okay? When you talk about these things, these are rules of life that you live, you know nothing about. These people put you in school and have you going left 100 miles per hour. But the real shit, they're not going to teach you that. And when I come along, or some of y'all come along and try to instill this in other people, they can't hear it because their whole life they've been programmed. What is a program? You're a computer. I told you, this is just a receiver. If you don't have the programs to do something or create a task or perform a task, it won't get done. You ever try to get a computer to do something that doesn't have the program? You haven't installed the program to give it the capability to do it. You're the same way. The only programs that you have been installed through propaganda, through TV, through radio, through music, Hollywood, hate niggas. Niggas ain't shit. Niggas don't like each other. Niggas gonna self-destruct. White people gonna do white collar crimes. White people gonna do this. White people gonna do that. These people gonna do that. These are programming. Why you think they wanna own all publications? To be the one to program this. This ain't got nothing to do with God. Matter of fact, the God that you know of came from these same people. Boy, y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. This ain't for everybody. And it's sad to see that. And I'm not disrespecting Holmes, but it's sad to see a grown man go to other grown men for leadership. When you know throughout history, these people don't give a fuck about their people. The very people that's running your life, where they are. You don't even know who they are. I tell y'all about the gray pope, the black pope, and the white pope. You don't know who they are. You don't know the Orsini families. You don't know who they are. You don't know the families that's in Australia that's running all the toll roads in Florida. Shit like a mafia. You don't know who they are. 3 pillars is politics, money, religion. Everything forms around those 3 things. And if you ask me, this is why I say this is extraterrestrial knowledge. Because those 3 things runs the world. Your mama world, your daddy world, your children's world, your pet's world, your neighbor's world. Politics, finances, religion. Everything evolves around those 3 things. And I'm trying to explain to y'all, bro. Stop going to the enemy to help you. No one works for politics is gonna help you. And I've seen it. I've seen people try. Oh yeah. I've seen people came in my own city and try to turn things around. And quickly found out that all other people that's on that fucking board, all those other city commissioners went against her. I'm not gonna call her name. If you know, you know. But she tried her best to come in and change a filthy system that's been designed to do exactly what it's doing. Waste the people's time. Shit on the people. Stop you right here so that you don't go to the next level of complaints or authority, because you don't know. When you go to them, where do you go after that? That's why I say if you had a problem with your president, who do you call? Who do you text? Who do you fax? Who do you email? Two-way, beep. I don't know. How do you get to complaints about your president? The motherfucker that governs you. It has a lot to do with your life. The choices you make on a global scale. Not personal, but on the global scale. Your education, the food you eat, your tax laws, your laws in the city. These people has a lot to do with your life. How do you complain to them? I'm gonna wait. You tell me. You tell me. How do you start to complain to someone like that? You don't know how. Once people get a certain level of education, they understand this ain't got nothing to do with color. You ignorant if you think this is just about color. To a certain level, yes, it's about color. But when you exceed through all that, you start to see this ain't got nothing to do with color. They just used color on that level to stop you from piercing the veil to go to the next level. Because once you surpass the color shit, you understand this ain't got nothing to do with color. I say this all the time because I only have y'all for 8-10 minutes of video. These people done had you your whole fucking life. So when I say stuff repetitiously, I'm trying to beat this shit in your head. I'm trying to uncalcify your understanding of what's going on. As a white man in America, you're no better than a black man in America. Biology wise, yeah, we're different. Who the fuck don't know that? We're all different in some type. But in America, as a white man, you're no different than a black man. It's just you think, not all, but most, think they're privileged. Think because they're white, that this is acceptable to do this, and you okay to, you think that. But once you pierce that veil and you go up, you start to realize the game that they're playing on all of us. As long as we stay separated and divided, nothing's going to change. We cannot overthrow an enemy or fight an enemy that we don't even know exists. People ask me all the time, what we going to do, Duck? What can we do, Papa Duck? We do a lot of talking, but what can we do? You can't do nothing. If you put a fucking soldier on the front line of a war that he or she don't even know exists, you can't. This is why we go through this education phase. You can't. Listen, we're on a plantation with the gate wide open. Why don't you run? For one, you think prison is a prison. School is the real prison. Prison is just physical. School is mental. This is what you fighting for. You fighting for this. You had a war for your mind. If they scramble this, everything else behind it is scrambled. If they make you think, because you white, you could do this to a black person, or you could do this, you done. They can get you as a black man to say, man, fuck black people, man. I'ma harm my own people. I'ma do damage to my own people, even though I know this black man ain't got no, he ain't the reason my mama working every motherfucking day. He ain't the reason we eating this fucked up food, but I'ma do this to my black people, my own people. That's a programming. They got you here. This is why they focus on this. Let me give y'all an example, bro. I ain't gonna hold y'all long. You ever heard a song and you hear it and you be like, this shit sounds stupid. But then you hear it again, then you hear it again, then you hear it, then you hear it. Then you start singing it. That's called radio programming. It's the same thing across the board. They can get you to do whatever it is they want you to do as long as they can put you in front of it long enough. This is how commercials was created. MK Ultra, mind control. Okay? When they took Russian scientists, brought them over here, and figured out how do you hypnotize people? How do you control people? Mind control, MK Ultra. Well, first you got to make them malnutritious. This is why our food's so fucked up. Secondly, you have to show them something repetitiously, back to back. This is where TV was created. It's called television for a reason. And I tell y'all, the patent on television is a communicational device that gives off stimulation through sound and imagery. A telecommunication device. What does that mean? I use this. Y'all watch me. I'm gonna keep on saying it. It's like watching a porn. You watch porn, you get aroused, your nipples get hard, you get wet between your legs, you get on hard, and nobody touched you. Think about that, bro. That's stimulation. You talking about childhood trauma? No, you're getting modern day real-time trauma. You ever watch the movie, see somebody get their head blown off, and you be like, ooh, you cringe? See, they're not gonna tell you that. That's why I say you can't fight a war when you're not mentally equipped. The way the world runs and how it goes, you have no idea of how it works. You think childhood trauma. I'm telling you, real-time trauma. So when you let your enemy educate you, bro, do you know of a disadvantage you put yourself in? It's not your fault. It ain't your mama's fault, your daddy's fault. I'm trying to show you just how fucked up we are. So when you really pierce through these veils of education, knowledge, you start to see it has nothing to do with color. And you have to see the real enemy for who the real enemy is. You have to be real to yourself about religion. You have to be real to yourself about money. You have to be real to yourself about the people around you, your environment, because people around you got this same mental poisoning. Them people will fuck you up. And that could be your husband. That could be your wife, your mama, auntie. I mean, people that are very close to you. The people that run this world have already programmed this. They are what I call lost souls. Don't beat yourself up, because they got to them before you could. But for some reason, you became a chosen one. because it's in your DNA. You knew since birth something ain't right. So now you start to look at people like, oh, that motherfucker ain't crazy. Like people try to make people be crazy. You have to understand, everything is backwards. They'll tell you a person that has anxiety is crazy, or a person that's what they like to say, not damn man, I hate my mind be well, but they'll try to make it seem like an autistic person. That's what I was looking for, autistic. They crazy. How in the fuck? When autistic people have shown time after time to do some of the most amazing shit. They had an artistic guy. They flew him over New York City. He was able to look at the city from in a helicopter, go back and draw it verbatim, to the point they took the drawing and matched it with the video footage. It matched. How was he able to do that? So what they'll do is tell you this, oh, he crazy. This is why words are spells. I know I'm a little off topic, but I'm trying to make all this shit connect. Because the words that they teach you ain't what it is. Words are spells. That's why they call it spelling. You say a bad word is a cursed word. And when shit connect, what that is, you're cursing someone. A curse. Words have emotions. Emotions have feelings. And I always say this, call your wife a bitch. Watch what she do. Watch the emotion. Because that word or that tone sonically comes with an emotion attached to it. Or a definition. So when you see people say, oh, I know I'm crazy. You just put a spell on yourself. I know I got a bad temper. You just put a spell on yourself. And they notice you don't. All these diagnoses, that shit fake, man. You want to be real? That shit fake. And as as we move on in this world, you understand these our children are we're basically producing fragile, oversensitive, super opinionated kids in a world like this. And the very people that's pushing this shit on us, they don't do they people like that. The J's. I call them the J's. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Start with a J. If you knew. If you knew them motherfucker story, oh my God. Anyway, it's your boy Papa Duck. I love y'all. Listen, put your comments on the bottom of this video. Say what you gotta say, man. Share it. Put links. I love all y'all. I love all. I've been doing this for years, man. Y'all already know what time it is. I ain't never tried this. Even though I had opportunities to sell shit, I just look, man. All I ask for the support. My clothing line, that's support. Ubuntu means I am because we are. It's a collectivism thing. It's like, how could I be happy and everybody around me sad? Okay? I don't promote individualism. I promote collectivism. So my clothing line has a purpose. Anyway, find a way, man, to live through all this bullshit. You know, even though the world and the people in it, and you know, find a way, man, to go outside, or take a walk with your significant other, someone you really love. Go in Mother Nature. Escape this shit, man. Don't let this shit, you know, determine who you are. This is a beautiful world. You just have to find the beauty in it. We're not gonna keep magnifying the negative, but we have to keep it in mind. We have to be mindful of the negative, okay? So I didn't want to make this video long, man. So I love y'all, man. And like I tell you all the time, man, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. I'm gonna keep dropping these videos as long as y'all keep supporting me, okay? And I just want to say thank y'all so much, man. I'll get with y'all on the next one. Peace.